All right, y'all, we're going to get to this reaction right now. This is called 5 Times Streamers Mess with the Wrong Cartels. We're going to react to it, man. Let's see what they talking about on this thing, man. Hopefully this is fire. I would hope this was fire, man, but do know, if it's trash, I'm cutting this shit off. All right, let's get to it.
In 2015, on her YouTube channel, Pamela Montenegro started speaking out against the corrupt Mexican government and cartels. She soon discovered she'd made a big mistake, which she paid for with her life. Here are 5 times streamers messed with the wrong cartels.
Oh.
In 2017, Juan Rosales made a daring video of himself mocking El Mencho. What he didn't know is that that video would come back to haunt him. Juan Luis Lagunas Rosales was born in Sinaloa, Mexico, a place known for its beautiful beaches and vibrant culture. But we all know it's also the place of notorious drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. And as a child, Lagunas was left with his grandmother by his mom, and he never knew his father. At 15, he moved to Culiacan, where he worked washing cars to support himself. Despite the challenges, Lagunas found solace in his new community. He started attending parties and soon became known as El Pirata de Culiacan, or the Pirate of Culiacan. His fun-loving personality and entertaining videos on social media quickly made him a local celebrity. People loved watching him have fun and be himself. He started landing invitations to more and more parties, and soon became a regular on the social scene.
Él era Juan Luis Lagunas Rosales, mejor conocido como el Pirata de Culiacán. Un joven de 17 años quien se hizo famoso en redes sociales desde hace 2 años.
As his online presence grew, so did his opportunities. He started appearing in music videos and promotional events, charming audiences with his youthful energy and playful antics. And as a result, Lagunas soon fell into a life of excessive drinking. He would
I see where this finna go. I see where this finna go, man. Clout is a terrible drug, man. My boy finna be feeling himself so much, and he gonna be off that liquor, and his videos gonna do some risky shit on camera. Boy, listen, man, niggas know, like, even I can only imagine, like, being from Mexico and how the cartels, because just from out here, like, it's like when you American, or, you know, let's talk about being from LA at least. When we go to Mexico, that's what we be looking at, like, hey, nigga, what cartel, who cartel area is this? Like, where we in? That's the kind of questions we be asking. So I know they out there running shit, and then for you to be from there and then think that you can play with them, knowing how they get down, is crazy.
Post videos on social showing him chugging beer and bottles of whiskey, sometimes getting so drunk he'd black out. Unexpectedly, these videos started going viral. His social media skyrocketed, with over 1 million followers on Facebook and 300,000 on Instagram. He then became a beloved influencer, known for his humor and good vibes. Lagunas became a known face on the internet that people seem to forget he was not yet of legal age. He continued to post pictures and videos on Instagram showing off his signature style and adventurous spirit. He grew a beard to look a little older and tattooed his arms with a pirate and a tiger.
Wait, how old was this nigga? Did they say the age already? He's not of age to drink, so he's not 21, or he's not 18 yet. I'm confused, but he do look like a little ass kid though.
Lagunas also started posting controversial photos that didn't sit well with people, most especially since he was only 17. These pics
see, I should have waited. 17.
Had him with guns, luxury cars, and scantily clad women. In fact, these pictures made people think he was involved with Mexican drug cartels, but that wasn't true. However, a meeting with Beto Sierra, a social media expert, changed everything for Lagunas. Sierra encouraged Juan to move away from posting alcoholic-centric content and explore more profitable ventures. After that meeting, Lagunas tried his best to start a new life and started selling his own merchandise. He even tried singing, but despite these efforts, his troubles were far from over, and sooner than expected, his world came crashing down.
Yeah, that's like just a kid, dog. 17 years old. And the cartel finna get him out the paint. Damn.
Although the drinking age in Mexico is 18, El Pirata de Culiacan went back to posting videos of him drinking lots of alcohol. Like many teenagers filling up with liquid courage, he felt invincible and would often speak his mind without thinking twice. But in a place like Sinaloa, where violence and crime are rampant, being reckless with your tongue can have a serious consequence. After a series of daring statements, Juan Luis soon found himself in trouble after making a disrespectful comment about a powerful drug lord, Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, aka El Mencho. If you don't know who El Mencho is, he was once a policeman and is now the leader of New Generation Cartel of Jalisco. Those who know this guy in Mexico know that he's not a man to be toyed with, and we'll tell you why. This guy's the most...
Damn. See? So, what the fuck made him... This is what I'm saying, like, we know, being from here, like, don't play with cartel motherfuckers. And, like, for him to be from there and playing with them, like, what the fuck was he thinking? Like, nigga, they have a history of fucking niggas over for fucking with them. It's like a known fact. The cartel will do some crazy shit to you and your family if you play with them. If you fuck them over, play with their money, any of that. It's a known fact. They'll leave your fucking whole family head, chop your heads off, leave it on the gate to make an example out of you niggas. Man, listen, that shit crazy. This little nigga
person
wild.
In Mexico, and one of the most wanted in the U.S. He's responsible for killing at least 15 police officers in an ambush in Jalisco in 2015, and the mass execution of civilians in various states of Mexico.
Oh my
Born July
God.
17, 1966, Cervantes came from a farming family with 6 siblings. Despite his humble beginnings, he chose a different path in life, one that led him down a dangerous and deadly road. El Mencho started small, doing odd jobs for bigger criminal groups at just 14. He later moved back to the U.S. where he continued his criminal activities until he was arrested and deported back to Mexico. Back in Mexico, he joined the police force before he would decide to go into a life of crime. And at this time, he joined the powerful Milenio cartel as a hitman and eventually worked his way up the ranks, managing drug deals, money, and violence in several states. After a few years, he would take control of half the group and rename it Jalisco New Generation Cartel. Under El Mencho's leadership, the cartel became one of the most feared criminal organizations in the world, using advanced weapons and equipment that rivaled those of the Mexican military. Currently, the Jalisco New Generation Cartel is considered one of the most dangerous criminal organizations.
These niggas can rival against the military. Is crazy. Imagine that, like a gang that can rival against the goddamn military. Imagine a gang from out here in LA. We could go against the military. That shit would be crazy. These niggas could go against the Mexican military. That's crazy.
In Mexico, and the second most powerful drug cartel after Sinaloa. Now, this cartel is also associated with several kidnappings and torture of both rival cartel members and anyone who crosses them. In fact, the U.S. government as well as the Mexican government is offering $10 million and $30 million respectively for any information leading to the arrest of El Mencho. In 2017, a drunk and intoxicated Juan Luis made a video of him.
Damn, wait, that shit just sunk in. That's how you know that nigga's they offering $10 to $30 million for that nigga. If you got any information that could lead to the capture, $10 to $30 million. God damn. But that also lets you know how cold he is, how feared he is, that nobody has came forward with a price that high. Not even one of his own people. That's how feared that nigga is.
Himself mocking this same El Mencho, saying something that would later come back to haunt him. After the video was posted online, little did Juan Luis know his words had severe repercussions after it went viral. El Mencho wasn't a man to be trifled with, and Lagunas had just made a very dangerous enemy.
He said, Mencho is waiting for me to fuck. Basically, he's gonna fuck El Mencho. He sex played El Mencho.
In a region where drug cartels hold immense power, the streamer had just painted a target on his back. His fate was now in the hands of one of Mexico's most feared drug lords. December 18th, 2017, around 11 p.m., Lagunas was at a bar in Jalisco partying with his friends when a group of armed individuals bursted in and fired on him. Lagunas was shot no less than 15 times and died on the spot. A 25-year-old waiter also got hit in the crossfire and died later in the hospital. In fact, due to the severity of the gunshot wounds, Mexican authorities were unable to identify Lagunas until they saw his tattoos. While prosecutors are yet to determine the identities or motives of those responsible, they confirmed that the reason for the attack was most likely the videotaped insult towards El Mencho.
Damn, got his ass. See, don't go fucking with them people. And you know, you gotta realize too, like, You don't got to look at it like that's a hit from El Mencho. That could just be, nigga, people from his squad that respect him, nigga. Like, you disrespecting my boss or my higher power, nigga. So, hey, we caught this little nigga slipping. So you ain't got to tell me to knock him down. If I catch him, I'm going to knock him down without you even asking. So that's probably what it sounded like to me. Oh, he was in the bar slipping, nigga. Well, they knew, obviously, because they ran up in there with the guns already. So somebody alerted that niggas. Hey, that little nigga's here. Or he was probably on IG or Facebook Live or something. You know how niggas be showing their location and shit, these fucking new young niggas. So they probably just ran up in there like, oh, this is easy. We about to catch him slipping. And he drunk. He ain't got no heat. He ain't got nothing. He don't know what's coming. Chopped his ass down. All for trying to sex play a nigga.
Hola, yo soy la Nana Pelucas, para quienes no me conocen, y para los que ya me conocen, pues saben que me encanta.
December 4th, 2016, Pamela Montenegro received a deadly threat from the independent cartel of Acapulco, but she didn't take it too seriously. Now, this cartel doesn't just make threats lightly, as she soon came to realize. On June 15th, 2012, Leslie Ann Pamela Montenegro del Real started her online news magazine, El Sillon. But before that, she was an actress in a local TV show for young people. In 2015, she began making satirical videos that she posted on YouTube.
Quien ordenó el crimen fue un grupo liderado por Javi Daniel Cervantes El Barbas, opositor al cártel independiente de Acapulco, liderado por José Ángel Palacios El Capuchino. El fiscal dice no de...
In these videos, she played a funny character named La Nana Pelucas, meaning the grandma in wigs, and she would wear a curly wig and big glasses. La Nana Pelucas often made jokes about politics, talked about culture, and also did beauty tutorials. She would use these videos to speak out against corruption and violence in her home state of Guerrero. She would criticize local officials, organized crime, and cartels in general, which was especially dangerous in Acapulco, as it was one of the most deadliest cities in Mexico. Now, Pamela's work was important to her, and she ran a Facebook page with her husband, Samuel Muñoz-Uri, where they shared information and news with their community. However, Pamela was beginning to step on several toes, and she knew it when threats started coming in. This all began when she started poking at the independent cartel of Acapulco.
Like, what the fuck? This is my question again. If you know these motherfucking cartels are reckless and powerful, why the fuck are you fucking with them people, man? These niggas could go at the goddamn military. And you think they finna sit here and let you be popular in their hometown or wherever they're from and talk shit about them? Yeah, you're gonna fuck around and find out.
This cartel's mysterious and secretive in Mexico. They only operate in the shadows, evading detection and accountability. But despite their stealthy nature, their effect could be felt, as they were responsible for hundreds of homicides in Acapulco and were a significant contributor to the town's violence. The cartel's secrecy made them hard to track, but their impact on the town's crime rate was undeniable. So on December 4th, 2016, a series of narcomantas, also known as banners carrying messages attributed to organized crime, were placed around Acapulco, containing threats aimed at several people, including Pamela and her husband. The banners also mentioned a Facebook page named Denuncias Acapulco Sin Censura, on which citizens could report crime, violence, corruption, and abuse of power by the authorities. The banner claimed that Pamela was one of the page's administrators and warned her to take the page down if she didn't want to be dealt with.
Damn. That's how cold they are. They said they in the shadows. They a cartel that's in the shadows, but they just left a banner, nigga, in the middle of the fucking city over a fucking overpass. Hey, take this shit down. Nigga, that's cold. Hey, you, and put everybody's names and shit. You, I know you in charge. Take this shit down or else. Nigga, I ain't finna call your phone. Bitch, I'm gonna put this so the whole city can see it. So when I come knock you down, there's no question on why you got knocked down. We giving you a warning, motherfucker.
Despite these deadly threats, Pamela refused to back down and continued streaming her videos on YouTube, and also kept her Facebook page running.
Y en Guerrero fue asesinada en...
Was it worth it is the question, ladies. So they're telling you, bitch, we put a sign over the city letting you know this is a warning, take it down, and you still gonna play with us? We're literally telling the whole city, bitch, hey, if she don't take this shit down, y'all about to see what's up. And you think shit ain't sweet.
En la zona turística de Acapulco, la youtuber Pamela Montenegro, quien se hacía llamar la Nana Pelucas.
February 5th, 2018,
Got her.
Pamela was in her restaurant, A Todos Los Santos, in the city of Acapulco. Between 6 and 7 p.m., two unidentified gunmen suddenly entered the restaurant and walked straight to where Pamela was sitting with her husband. And without warning, they opened fire at her and shot her at least twice in the face and stomach, killing her on the spot. Now, they didn't wait to check if she was dead, as they escaped immediately. On August 28, 2018, local media in Acapulco reported that a suspect in the murder of Montenegro was arrested one day earlier in a hotel located on the city's coastal boulevard. According to the reports, citing unspecified law enforcement sources, the suspect was nicknamed El Rusito, meaning the Little Russian, and he's been involved in a series of violent crimes in the city. However, despite that arrest, the Committee to Protect Journalists listed the case as unsolved 3 months later and considered one of the local leaders, or most likely one of the cartels Pamela often criticized as the prime suspect for the murder. One obvious, undeniable fact was that this committee was careful not to mention the independent cartel of Acapulco specifically out of
Yeah. Play with us if you want to. See, that's what I'm saying. That cartel shit is cold, bro. Like, the shit they be doing, listen, I'm not here to play politician and all that. I know they do fucked up shit. But on a respect level, them is some feared motherfuckers, man. And for you to play with niggas that you know are highly feared like that because they have a reputation of showing motherfuckers what they can do and the power they possess, especially in Mexico. Like, what power they have out there. You see these motherfuckers scared to mention their names. The government's scared to mention their name. And you, as a YouTuber, think you're finna play with them and still have like a regular restaurant you go work at in the city? Like, what? What make you think that you invincible? Was them views worth it? I wonder how many views he was getting. Because even after they put a fucking message in the middle of the fucking city saying, hey, we know you behind it, stop now, you still said, fuck it, I'm going to keep going. And then they came knocking at your front door. They tried to warn you. They gave you a warning. You can't say they didn't warn you. They warned you, but you still want them views. Was those views worth it? Was those views worth it?
fear of meeting the same fate. February 22, 2024, Fofo Marquez physically assaulted a helpless woman during a road rage incident. This incident would catch the attention of a deadly cartel, causing Marquez to run for his life. July 15, 1997 marked the birth of Rodolfo Marquez, aka Fofo Marquez, a Mexican social media sensation. Growing up, his life was far from ordinary, with a grandfather who crafted shoes for Mexico's elite and a father who co-owned Total gas stations before his passing. While his family background remains largely private, one thing was clear: Fofo's wealth and privilege paved the way for his online fame. With a flair for the extravagant, Fofo's social media persona showcases his love for luxurious cars and
I wonder who his parents are. Like, he seemed like he come from wealth. Who was his parents? They got Lamborghinis and all kind of shit.
high-end clubbing. His Instagram following skyrocketed to over 3 million, earning him the title of an influencer among Gen Z. Yet, Fofo's thirst for fame didn't stop there. Seeking new horizons, he would venture into TikTok, where he built a loyal fan base, but also stumbled into controversy. And just like almost every TikToker on the planet who is subjected to pulling stunts and posting daily videos to keep their followers entertained, Fofo did the same. July 7th, 2022. Fofo pulls a stunt that would spark outrage and put his life in danger thanks to a massive ego and a desire for attention. Now, this reckless decision would put him in the crosshairs of Mexico's notorious New Jalisco Generation Cartel.
That's not who you want to get in the crosshairs of, Pops. The New Jalisco Generation Cartel.
On this particular
He said, this is power, Illuminati. He was feeling himself, y'all.
Particular day, Fofo took 3 luxury cars and parked them right in the middle of the Matute Remus Bridge in Guadalajara, Mexico. Then he came down from one of the cars and began filming the traffic that was building up right behind him.
He said he wants to demonstrate what money and power can do, y'all. He's demonstrating what money and power can do. In his head, he's filming a TikTok right now doing that.
This guy even contemplated doing a few TikTok dances while innocent people were denied access to the bridge. Fofo posted on TikTok, and it wouldn't take long for that video to go viral. A lot of people were disgusted with Fofo, raining insults at him for his nonchalance and stupidity. In addition to the online insults, the mayor of Guadalajara was furious and threatened to take legal action against Fofo. Consequently, TikTok banned his account, removed the controversial video within 48 hours, and then Fofo apologized for his immature behavior on other platforms and requested forgiveness from those affected. The mayor accepted his apology but told him to perform community service, cleaning up the same bridge he'd blocked. With no other option, Fofo had to comply. But just as the controversy seemed to die down, Fofo's chapter with the CJ&G was only just getting started as the cartel sent Fofo a message, which quickly went viral on social media. The message came from this anonymous account that had been affiliated with the CJ&G, called Gente con la Gente NG, or People with the New Generation. The message was written in Spanish, but it roughly translates to this. Hello to all the people of Guadalajara. We are the Jalisco New Generation Cartel. As you might know, the influencer or back Fofo Marquez dared to obstruct the flow of traffic on the Matute Remus Bridge, which is an act that we don't tolerate. We will not allow this animal to get away with this. We are in charge of Jalisco and all of Mexico. We would not allow you to come to Guadalajara and do this type of thing. If you ever step in Guadalajara, not you nor your money would save you from us. Ooh.
Damn. Whoa. Holy moly. God damn. All over stopping a goddamn highway. They like, nigga, you got us fucked up, nigga. You's a shit bag. You don't run shit over here. They're gonna never come to our city. I mean, shit. You gotta respect that. They doing it for the people. And they probably doing it for themselves. You probably fucking the flow of they movement of what they doing around the city. Like, nigga, hold on. You fucking making it hot, bitch. Because you trying to be an Instagram influencer and feel like you're on top of the world and you Illuminati. So you fucking up the flow of shit. You know, we might have this truck over here moving some shit and you might get it cracked. You know what I'm saying? You over here playing. So yeah, come over here again playing thinking shit sweet, nigga. We got something for you, nigga. Damn.
When he got that message, Fofo was terrified. He knew that no one could protect him from the cartel trying to kill or kidnap him. This fear was real, and Fofo knew that the CJ&G wasn't a group to be taken lightly, as they didn't just make threats they didn't intend to carry out. And as soon as that message spread, Fofo's life changed dramatically. He quickly apologized to the CJ&G online and fled to his parents' mansion in Mexico.
I bet he did. He got some act right. He like, holy shit. That gave you some act right, nigga. Yeah, you let them TikTok followers get to your head. Them TikTok views and YouTube views, nigga. Then when shit got real, you ran back to mommy and daddy's castle, nigga. Mr. I'm on top of the world, Illuminati. Yeah, pussy.
Seeking safety. However, soon he realized that even the mansion couldn't provide complete security. The family had hired armed guards to protect the house 24/7, but Fofo knew that this probably wasn't enough. This guy was so scared he couldn't leave the house for days. He stayed away from the windows and even carried a transceiver with him in case of danger. This was his life for months until he finally found the courage to return back to normal.
Damn.
Now anyone...
Imagine that, bro. Like, that's how, like, out of pocket he knew he was. Like, nigga, I can't even go by the windows. Nigga, I gotta walk around with a device and all. Nigga, I ain't going outside for days, for weeks, for months. Like, damn. That's the power of them niggas, bro. That's why I'm like, why do people play with them? Why would you play with the cartel knowing the power they possess, bro? You got armed security guards at your house and you like, this ain't gonna be enough. But yet and still you play with these people. These niggas is crazy.
Would have thought this streamer must have learned his lesson to never get in the bad books of any cartel ever again. But Fofo here seems to be a trouble magnet. February 22nd, 2024, CCTV picks up Fofo as he physically assaults a woman during a road rage incident at the mall in the central city of Nacalpan.
Ah, shit. Come on, Fofo. Fofo! You just had the cartel on your ass for being on camera shutting down the freeway. Now you finna go beat on an old lady, bro? Oh, come on, Fofo.
It was later revealed that the unknown woman had accidentally hit the side mirror of the vehicle that he was sitting in. But as she offered to settle that dispute through her insurance provider, Fofo physically punches her several times until she falls and then kicks her while she's on the ground defenseless.
Oh, no, Fofo.
Now, while some men confronted him on the spot, Fofo managed to escape in his car. Thankfully, the woman received assistance from bystanders, who wiped that blood off her face with water and a tissue and offered to take her to the hospital.
Nah, fuck all that. Fuck all that. Cartel did the right thing. Nigga, fuck you. Nigga, if that was my motherfucking mama or my sister or something, nigga, yeah, this is what I would want them to do too, nigga. You know what I mean? Trust me, all y'all watching will want the same. Like if that was your mama you saw getting kicked or your grandma getting kicked on the ground by this rich motherfucker and thinking he better than when your grandma trying to just exchange insurance or your mom trying to exchange insurance information with him and he punches her and kicks her and keeps kicking her. Yeah. Cartel takes him out, you ain't gonna feel shit. You gonna be like a goddamn right.
According to her, she believed Fofo assaulted her because he thought she was gonna leave the scene of the minor accident. Now, on April 4th, 2024, Fofo was arrested by the State of Mexico's prosecutor's office in coordination with the state and municipal police of Nacalpan and was charged with the crime of attempted femicide. Now, his arrest was nothing compared to the frightening message he got from an unknown cartel. In the same month, people in the Infonavit Panamericano neighborhood discovered a white card next to a human head with bloodstains on the Rosas Magallon bypass. This white card was a narco message directly addressed to the 26-year-old influencer.
Yep. See? I just said that earlier. These niggas send messages by cutting people's heads off and leaving them on fences and shit. Like, that's a known fact. These niggas will cut your head off and leave it on a fence, or nigga, they'll hang you from the highway, nigga, and just to send a message, nigga. And you go play with these type of motherfuckers. These motherfuckers are shit. They police is working for them. So who the fuck you gonna call? And you want to play with them?
The message on the card was written in Spanish, but roughly translates as follows: "If you touch a woman again, the same thing will happen to you and your family. In Tijuana, Mexico City, Guadalajara, or wherever you may be, you damn brat, Fofo Marquez. Sincerely, the ones from home." After Fofo received that deadly threat, he was immediately taken to the penitentiary and social reintegration center of Tlalnepantla for his safety, as he had once again messed with the wrong cartel.
Jeez. Golly.
¿Qué show, mi gente? Feliz inicio de semana para todos. Ya se nos acabaron las vacaciones a los que pudimos tener vacaciones, plebada. Ahora sí, a chingarle. Yo aquí vengo a hacer vuelta a los bancos a ver qué tal.
April 18th, 2022, Jorge Luis uploaded a video on Instagram and casually mentioned his location. How could he have known that this live stream would turn into the biggest mistake of his life? 2021, Jorge Luis, also known as El Compa Jorge.
Solamente es un favor de que le quiero pedir. A ver, morro, dice, ¿qué quieres? ¿Qué favor quieres? Le dije, si me vas a matar, le dije.
2021, Jorge Luis, also known as El Compa Jorge, shared a terrifying experience that changed his life forever. This guy had been kidnapped by cartel members, leaving him traumatized and struggling with his mental health.
So he was kidnapped by cartel members already. Let's see what happens. What is going on with El Compa? Whatever his name is.
For months, as he struggled to cope with the trauma, Jorge was too afraid to leave his house, fearing for his safety, even stopping at red lights. Before this harrowing experience, Jorge had a YouTube channel of over 62,000 subscribers, where he shared his passion for cars and UTVs in Cacan. He started with simple vlogs and storytime videos, but eventually would focus on expensive cars and his collection. However, his flashy lifestyle would attract unwanted attention from violent cartels.
That shit's weak. That shit's weak. And they got a Beetle. He got a Jetta. That shit's weak.
In addition to that, those cartels also suspected him of having some connections to El Chapo and the notorious Sinaloa cartel. In one of his vlogs on his channel, Jorge went back to where he was kidnapped, even though he was scared about talking about it. On this fateful day in 2021, Jorge's life took a terrifying turn, and he would talk about how one night he was hanging out with a friend when things went really wrong. His friend asked for a favor to give someone else a ride, and Jorge agreed because he's kind and helpful. He couldn't have known that this favor would have almost cost him his life.
Damn.
Now, as they drove, Jorge started feeling more and more uneasy, especially because he'd been drinking earlier. So he would stop his car to use the bathroom, but before he even got out, another car pulls up, and a man with a rifle claims to be from the authorities. This man takes Jorge's phone and, with his accomplices, tied him up, blindfolded him, and interrogated him about his source of income. Jorge truthfully explained that he owned a tortilla shop and a YouTube channel, but his captors didn't believe him. They thought he must have been connected to a dangerous cartel to afford such a nice car.
I'm sorry, y'all. That nigga tied that nigga up like, nigga, hey, how the fuck you get all this money for these cars, nigga? I own a tortilla shop and a YouTube channel. This nigga said, shut the fuck up, you lying, nigga. You lying, nigga. I got a YouTube channel and a tortilla shop. These niggas is crazy. That nigga said they didn't believe that shit. Nigga, yeah, you can make money on YouTube, bro.
Despite Jorge's repeated denials, though, they threatened him, hit him with a gun, and taunted him to show that they were in control. So desperate and scared, Jorge begged him to leave his body where his family could find it if they were planning on killing him. Surprisingly, that plea worked. His captors released him, removing his blindfold and untying him. Things would return to normal for Jorge after a while, until he would begin his car vlogs and start investigating some cartel's business. In fact, this guy would go to share a storytime video about the time he unknowingly talked to one of El Chapo's sons. And once again, that video attracted the attention of rival cartels.
Golly,
while Jorge's
bro.
channel was doing well, it didn't last. On April 18th, 2020.
Golly, bro. Why the fuck are y'all crossing those lines, man? Clearly, don't put these people business out there, bro. Like, niggas just don't learn. These niggas are feared for a reason, bro. They don't play. We know this, and we're not from out there. And you niggas want to make videos and exposing where you saw niggas' kids at, and oh my God.
22 at around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Jorge announced to his 30,000 followers on Instagram that he was just returning from a particular bank. In this video, he had gone to investigate the queue at that bank due to a holiday. 45 minutes after he uploaded that video, gunmen intercept him in a gray Toyota SUV, just as he was about to enter his house located on Gilberto Owen Street, between Juan Ruiz del Aracon and Jose Vasconcelos streets.
God.
A site that is 2 blocks from the...
What the fuck? Like, you basically saying, come get me, bro. Like, they already own you about your money. Then you want, oh my God, come on. They said, yeah, you doing it up, nigga. You got too much going, and we don't believe that these tortillas is moving like that, bro. And your YouTube and tortillas, we not buying that, nigga. Where you getting this chili from? Then you want to go here, nigga, post a picture of you leaving the bank. And yeah, we got something for your ass then, bitch.
9th Military Zone of Culiacan, Sinaloa. Without warning, they opened fire and then escaped in their car. Witnesses wasted no time as they called the authorities and an ambulance. Jorge was badly hurt, having several gunshot wounds. Although paramedics tried really hard to save his life, sadly, his injuries were too severe.
Damn.
He died in that ambulance on the way to the hospital.
Damn.
The doctors there confirmed DOA. According to speculations, people think that Jorge made a mistake by staying in the same area after his kidnapping. The police also suspected that the gunmen were from rival cartels of the Sinaloa group. And despite the suspicions, Compa Jorge's killers are still out there, and the police have yet to solve the case.
Of course. Of course they did. Shit.
August 2022, popular YouTuber Ruben Ortega was shot dead in front of his family. But it was soon discovered that there was more to his assassination than just the tip of a dark conspiracy.
Su esposa fue atendida en el sitio porque pequeños cristales le provocaron lesiones en uno de sus brazos, pero no fue necesario trasladarla a un hospital. Contó que los dos asaltantes eran altos.
Ruben Ortega, aka Super Chinelo, was a YouTuber who lived a life filled with passion in the vibrant town of Ixtapaluca, Mexico. 45-year-old Ortega was a popular streamer and influencer of the Mexican tradition. In his videos on TikTok and YouTube, you can see him celebrating his hometown's traditions and dances, wearing a distinctive red mask, and attending local events. In fact, he adopted the name Super Chinelo due to his love for a Mexican dance, which originated in Tlayacapan, in the state of Morelos. He would conduct interviews with the sole objective of spreading Mexican tradition to new generations. Ortega's dedication earned him popularity and support from his community, despite his small following. Now, what seemed like a simple life, Ortega actually stepped on some toes in one way or the other, and he paid dearly for it.
Oh, damn. It low-key seemed like, I mean, this is outside looking in. It seemed like he's doing some positive shit. This shit making me feel bad about him about to get killed. They got to spin, like, tell me what he did. Tell us what he did, man, that made the cartel want to kill him. It looked like he's doing positive shit, talking to kids, and he don't look like he's doing no negative shit. All right, let's see.
August 31st, 2022, tragedy strikes moments after Ortega gets out of his vehicle to open the gate to his house while returning home with his family. It's at this point two armed guys suddenly step in front of him and open fire point-blank range.
Damn.
Ortega died on the spot.
Whoa.
His wife was also injured in the ambush, and their son, who was surprisingly unharmed, witnessed the horrific scene. The neighbors called the police after they heard the gunshots and saw Ortega lying on the ground. The motive behind his murder remains unclear, but some believe it may be linked to his outspoken criticism of corrupt Mexican political groups, as well as cartels.
Oh, okay. I'm like, damn, this shit seems so random. They never, like, said nothing he did leading up to him getting killed. So, okay, so he spoke on cartel business and government shit. You know what I mean? And he had a platform. He was a popular YouTuber out there. Another motherfucker using their power to speak against the cartel and learning a hard lesson. Hey, man. And all this shit is recent, too. It's like 2021, 22, 23. So if you out there doing YouTube right now, my advice to you would be, hey, man, move to goddamn Idaho and talk about their ass. But don't be in the middle of they fucking hood, in the middle of the shit they patrolling, talking shit about them. Because obviously they don't play. They don't like that shit. Move your ass to the middle of buttfuck Idaho where NBA Youngboy is at and make all the videos you want about these niggas.
In addition to this, his assassination occurred amid a series of violence in the country caused by drug cartels, as well as other homicides that have nothing to do with the struggle between these groups. The news of Ortega's death spread quickly on social media, leaving his fans and community in mourning. A heartfelt message on his Facebook page confirmed the sad news and expressed gratitude for the support he received. Unfortunately, Ortega's killers remain at large, leaving the community with a sense of unease and a reminder of the dangers faced by those who mess with the wrong cartels as they try to make a positive impact.
Damn. Everybody killers remain at large. Damn. Okay. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But the one thing they all have in common is y'all was all doing y'all shit on YouTube, TikTok. Y'all was going up until y'all put attention on the cartel, whether it be clowning, sex playing them, or nigga having shit to say about how they do business or what they're doing, or just coming to their city and fucking with them, messing with their people. You know what I mean? Moral of the story is, leave them motherfucking people alone, man. God damn. Leave them people alone, man. Y'all know what they're capable of. Stop thinking you bigger than the program. You're going to get knocked the fuck down. Leave them alone, man. Leave them alone. I know what they do. You don't stand for. You don't love it. But goddamn, when you got a platform, that's y'all a threat. You got 3 million followers, 700,000 followers, whatever. That's a platform, nigga. So if you say something It's not like somebody regular on the street saying it. Nigga, you got, that shit could spread and bring awareness, nigga. You putting a lot on these niggas, bro. They like, hold on, nigga, who the fuck is you? You got us fucked up. You think you finna sit right here in our hood, in our section, in our territory, and talk shit about us to thousands of people, 100,000 people, 3 million people? You got us fucked up. We finna make an example out of your ass. And that's what they did, man. Got them all out the paint. All right, man, shit. That was called 5 times streamers mess with the wrong cartels. That is on Crime Dynasty page. Let me give it a like. Bam. On Crime Dynasty page, man. That was a good one. I fuck with that one, man. Let me know what y'all think, man, in the chat, man. Let me know what they should have did, what they shouldn't have did, how y'all feel about it. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think about the cartel shit? I'm just playing. Don't put that shit in my... I'm deleting those comments for sure. I'm deleting all those comments. Hey, shout out to you for tuning in. Now be sure to smash a like and download Underdog Fantasy. All you have to do is pick higher or lower on players and you can win big. If you want to make some extra cash and have more fun while you watch sports, download Underdog and get up to 1,000 times bonus cash. And did I mention Underdog is available in 33 states? Head over to your app store and download it today and join the millions of fans who have won billions on Underdog. Just use my code, AceBoys.